Oh, Jesus. Oof. Sorry about that. Good evening. Welcome to episode 5 of the full Bhoona. Thank you very much. We're in the house. We finally managed to get live. Thank you very much. A nice cup of tea. Thank you very much from Mr. Keaton now. What a show. I've got my sidekick Max. Max, how are you? What a day. What a week it's been. I mean, this week we've had Bill Cosby has been found guilty of some form of sexual misconduct. Max, why? Why, Bill? It's not good. What happened? You were a hero to me. That was a tear I was shedding there. Anyway, also back in the news today, we've got Ruth Davidson, who is pregnant, along with, well, she's not, her partner's not pregnant. Why is she pregnant and her partner's not pregnant? I wonder how they picked that one. But congratulations to Ruth Davidson for being pregnant. We've also seen in the news today Kim Jong-un from North Korea, and Moon Jae-in from, I'm sorry, that sounds really racist, I know, but not good, Sanjay. I'm going to get a bit of a telling off for that one later on, I think. That's a bad one. Max, do you reckon now there's probably a good chance that we're not going to have a nuclear war? Do you reckon if that Kim Jong-un was a bit mental, there might have been a nuclear war? Oh, Max, calm down. Sorry. So anyway, listen, we want North Korea and South Korea to be friends because we don't want to die in a nuclear explosion, as my son said to me the other day. Nobody wants to die in a nuclear explosion. No. Do you want to die in a nuclear explosion? No. You probably want to know. You'll see the mushroom, then you're gone. The other great news, ABBA, ladies and gentlemen, are coming out with a new album! ABBA! Oh! I've always loved ABBA. Especially the blonde one, what's her name? Agnetha. Oh, what a bum. If I wasn't married, I'd be camping in her bum right now. Wouldn't I, Max? Anyway, I want to give a big hands up to my boys at the SEMSA Badminton Club. Obviously, because I'm holding Max, I can't play badminton with my right arm, but there you go. 21, there you go. You're in trouble. If you want to play badminton, come to the SEMSA Badminton Club on a Sunday night at 7 o'clock at Scotstoun Leisure Centre. But ABBA, yes, no, back to ABBA. What's your favourite ABBA song? Waterloo, la 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 la. I think they won the Eurovision Song Contest with that one. Yeah. I have a dream, a song to sing. Na na na, the angels. Pabi. Oh no, they didn't sing that. Sorry, that was somebody else who sang that. Money, money, money must be. And my favourite, Super Trooper, la 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 la. And why do I like Super Trooper? Because it refers to Glasgow. When I called you last night from Glasgow. Max, are they just a super group? ABBA. Fantastic. I love ABBA. In the news, Manchester City, ladies and gentlemen, have won the Premiership for 2018. Congratulations to Manchester City. Are you into all that? Some football fans who know. Brendan Rodgers may be going to Arsenal. We don't know if that's going to happen or not. And hopefully, Celtic may take the title at Rangers. Whoa! Come on, the Celtic! Is that how you say it? The boys. The great news for this week has also been Kate and Wales are going to have a royal baby. They've had it. Have they? Oh, sorry, they've had the baby. Sorry, did they? The bun has come out of the oven. Has the bun come out of the oven? Yeah. They've had a baby. That's amazing. I mean, isn't it fantastic? I bet it's a really cute baby, Max. Yeah, what do you think? I think it's going to be a really cute baby. And you know, Max, I'm going to practice a bit more with you because a bit of this and a bit of that. I don't know how you're going to move your arms, or I'll need to get that one working. I think you need sticks for that one, don't you? But yeah, I mean, Wills and Kate are having a bit. The big one for me is when the other two have a baby. Yeah, that's going to be really good, isn't it? It'd be even better if you watch them having sex. But you know, are we allowed to say that? No. No. Okay, sex isn't a bad word. But anyway. I'm sure he's having a good time with her already. Right. Today's going to be a different type of show. We're going to have a mental show today. We're going to have a show, ladies and gentlemen, called The Takeover. And do you know what The Takeover is? It's 4 mental girls. Give them a round of applause. It's going to be Laura, Claire, Jiggy, who happens to be my wife, and Shabana. There's going to be 4 of them coming on, mentally taking over my show. And I get to take a break and drink lots of tea. Don't drink tea while you're on air. There's just an awkward silence when you do that, okay? So be careful unless you've got other people talking at the same time. Am I right, Max? You're absolutely right. So, before the soul show, before the takeover, I was thinking of doing this, and you can tell me whether you want me to do this. So, are we definitely live, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So, I want you guys to let me know, you've got a choice for the next show. Either the next show, whichever time, it's depending whether Tariq and the team over here are doing a wedding program or not. But that's when we get the studio. But either we get my mum and her friends on the show who are just as mental as these 4 girls are taking over today, or I'm going to do a social experiment and I plan to get drunk before the show just to see if the show is any funnier when I'm drunk. What do you think's a good idea, Max? They're both rubbish. Thanks a lot. So, before we take you into the takeover, I think we're going to have a video ready. This is me and my band, the Bhangra Beatles, which right now are the #1 band in Scotland. So, I want to say we've got a lot of festivals coming. You can come and see us now. I think we're playing Strathclyde Park on May the 15th, between 4 and 7. There's some sort of function there. We're playing Best of the West in Inveraray on the 8th of September. So we've got lots of gigs. Look out the Bhangra Beatles website. So we're going to take it out, and I'm actually going to head off and let the ladies take over the show. Talk to the hand. This is the Bhangra Beatles doing I Saw Us Standing Here live on STV. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Love and peace to everyone.
She looked at me and I could see
1, 2, 3, and she was just 17. You know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. Now how could I dance with another? Ooh, I saw her standing there. Well, she looked at me, and I could see her before too long. I fell in love with her. Now she wouldn't dance with another. Ooh, and I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held her hands in my hand. We danced through the night, and we held each other tight. And before too long, I fell in love with her. Now I'll never dance with another. Ooh, and I saw her standing there. A 1, 2, 3, and well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held her hands in my hand. We danced through the night, and we held each other tight. And before too long, I fell in love with her. Now I'll never dance with another. Ooh, and I saw her standing there.
Hello, welcome everyone. Today we're going to thank you first of all, Sanji, for letting us take over your show. And today we're going to be speaking about relationships. So if you have any comments about online relationships or blind dates, anything at all in terms of relationships, please let us know on WhatsApp or Facebook. I'm going to hand you over now to Sanji's better half, Jiggy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about my relationship. Everybody knows that I'm married to Mr. Sanjay Manju himself. Married for nearly 27 years. Been together 33 years, long time.
You deserve a medal.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
a
gonna say
gold
that. I mean, everybody sees what Sanjay's like on the film Bhoona, and actually live with him, so it's really tough. But in saying that, I don't think I've changed him in any way. So he's my soulmate. And yeah, I think it's really tough for everybody nowadays to find that soulmate. So I don't think it's easy for relationships and stuff like that. So, what about it?
Well, on another note, relationships, a lot of people find love online, and today we have Claire, who's got her very own online success story.
Well, I met my partner Rory 6 years ago on an online dating platform called Plenty of Fish, and I had never tried online dating before, and I think if I hadn't given it a try, I don't think I would ever have met Rory. So I've got that to thank for finding me my soulmate, and so I feel dead lucky.
Yeah, I think it really definitely widens your scope of relationships. People you've maybe probably not meet in bars or clubs and stuff like that, and it gives you a wider perspectives of everything, you know. So I think they are very, very good in so many different ways. But then there's also horror stories as well.
Exactly. So
What's your current relationship status, Laura?
I'm very happily divorced. And I'm very happy to be on my own. I've had various relationships in the past, and I think, you know, for me, I'm not really willing to compromise, and I want to have a very easy life, no drama, etc. So I'm more than happy being on my own. I'm very lucky that I've got lots of good friends. I'm out and about with them.
We do our yoga, don't we, Laura?
We do yoga together, yoga,
Monday morning yoga,
Zumba, everything
That's
like
it,
that.
yeah.
So I'm very lucky to be in that position. So I'm more than happy being on my own.
So, Claire, why did you find the need to go online? What I mean,
Well, I think I'd been in a relationship for 8 years, and I'd had quite a kind of tough breakup, and I was finding it really hard to get back out in the dating scene because I think the circles that I moved in and just the way that we socialise, it was really difficult to find people that weren't kind of linked back to my ex. So I thought if we give online dating a try, then it just kind of widens the net a wee bit. And I was really lucky that it worked for me. I mean, I went on loads of dates that were rubbish.
So how many did you
Oh,
go
God.
through before you decided that Rory was the one?
I don't know. I mean, with online dating, there's a lot of admin involved.
Was there? I see. I would
because
know
you
I've
have
never done
to-
it. So
You have to sift through. But you have to sift through all the messages.
Right. So is it when you're online? Is it policed, or is it, you know? Is there a certain kind of profile you got to put on to meet that kind of person, or?
Well, I mean, it's changed a lot since I've done it, because obviously now there's things like Tinder and Bumble, and they're very different. But when I
How
done
are
it,
they different, Claire?
because I think with like Tinder and Bumble, it's more you kind of
Hook up.
you see people. It's just a picture, and I don't think there's really much of a profile. But
It's
with
more shallow.
But
Yeah.
with Plenty of Fish, you upload your pictures and then do a bit of a profile about yourself. I mean, I was quite shallow in my search because I'm a tall girl, and I didn't really want to be going on dates with someone that was half my size. So I did filter by height.
And I think it's completely changed now, online dating. Before, and 10, 15 years ago, there was such a stigma about dating online.
I think now
and it's like Lonely Hearts and things like that. But I think now it's so acceptable, and so many young people are on it as well. So, and it
It's
does
not
give you a
taboo
much
now,
wider
is it?
scope.
People are not as embarrassed now to go
Yeah.
online or whatever.
And people are meeting people from different countries even, you know, and they're hooking up there. And there's so many success stories. My cousin met her partner online, and they've been married 15 years very happily.
It's
but
quite
there
similar.
are
I think it's quite similar to like arranged marriages. I think
Yes.
nowadays arranged marriages are more about like being sort of introduced to somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't see that there's not a difference now. Arranged marriages are not like what they used to be. They're not like you don't meet the person and you don't go on dates and whatever. And you can do that now, can't you?
Well, my friend who lived in America met her partner in a chat room, and she's now happily living with her English husband here in Glasgow. And they now have 4 kids. So it does work across the waters.
Do you
You would
know
never-
anyone? Sorry.
Sorry, you would never have found
Talking about my
that.
good friend
Yeah,
Letitia, so
Do you
I'm
know
so glad
anyone?
that because I know I've got her in my life. So.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, do you know anyone that's been online and has had horror stories or like?
The feedback I get from my friends is a few people that go on dates after chatting online, and the other people turn up and they're a lot older than the photos they submitted.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Well,
Oh my God, did that actually lie?
exaggerate, fabricate slightly on their timeline.
So if they're I'm so glad I'm not photos from 15 years ago.
Maybe a bit more.
I think I'll stick with Mr. Magic. I don't think I'll change.
Would you ever give online dating a try, Laura?
I might do. It completely depends. I'm not ruling anything out, but at the moment, I'm more than happy being on my own. I find my own space. I find my own and I really don't need any drama in my life. I don't need any hassle. So I'm happy, you know, seeing friends and going home on my own.
Do you still think there's people out there not using online and they can still meet people the old-fashioned way, like just going out in a to a club or
very
a
much
bar?
so.
Or, I mean, where do they
Or
actually
the
meet?
supermarket. You can meet anyone anywhere.
I think
The gym.
I think it does happen, but I think now, because just the way that technology's kind of taken over, I think that younger people find it difficult to be able to perhaps go out and interact in a social situation because they're so used to sitting like behind a computer or behind a phone
yeah.
and speaking to people that way. And I don't know whether it doesn't seem the norm now to be able to go out and just go up and speak to a stranger in a bar.
Exactly.
But do people do that though in bars? Do you go up and maybe if you see someone, do you go up and you speak to them? I don't know if I definitely wouldn't do
I think
that.
a lot
I
of
haven't got the
girls
confidence.
in the
But it's
dress
always up
confidence.
to the guys, I think maybe. What do you?
It's old fashioned, but I still think it's
yeah.
accepted.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think girls now, they're so confident, they know what they want, so girls tend to do that now. You know, if they see someone they like,
Why not
they will
though?
go,
Why not? Why should they not?
Exactly. No, I completely agree.
Why
with
beat about
that.
the bush, just say,
I know.
let's go on a date. Let's
Well, I don't know about you ladies, but I'm thinking that Mr. Madu needs to be bringing us a cup of tea because all this chatting is making us thirsty. So we're going to, we've got a video here where the lovely Jiggy is giving an Ashoka Cook School lesson.
And these
to
two girls is my
these beauties here. So yeah, let's go to part one of Shabana and Laura learning to make chicken tikka.
Yeah, brilliant.
Hi guys, welcome to Jiggy's Ashoka Cook School. And we've got, we're cooking, this is our class today. And we've got Laura and Shabana.
Hi.
And today we'll be cooking a chicken tikka masala with, and we'll be doing a vegetable pakora. And these are my two students. So Laura, Shabana, what do you think?
Can't wait. So excited. Can't wait. I've always wanted to cook one of Jiggy's amazing recipes, so I'm very excited that I'll know how to do it. And she's going to talk us through it. So great fun.
Shabana, you should know how to cook.
I've tried a few
know.
recipes, but I've now realised the difference between teaspoon and tablespoon. So
That's a start then now.
there.
Okay, cool. So we get
Something
started.
wrong with her last dinner.
Shall we get started?
Yes.
Right, okay. Okay guys, we're going to be starting with, in a bowl, we're going to put all the ingredients. So we've got 3 tablespoons of yogurt,
Okay, that's you now.
half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. No, you didn't. That's it, yep.
Half a teaspoon. Okay. Or I do that. That's about half.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I've just dropped the recipe card. That would help, yeah. Okay. Okay, and then we've got the ginger garlic paste. So
Which is here.
yeah. So
Which
we've
did
got-
you make this yourself,
Of
Jiggy?
course, yeah. So
Okay.
ginger garlic paste, what we do is it's much better if it's fresh. It's a lot better than a
Oh, it
jar.
looks
and everything.
lovely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So basically, what you're doing is you get half and half of ginger and garlic, and you blend it and you preserve it in oil,
Yes.
and that keeps for you can keep it up to 6 weeks. But
the
rest,
smell is
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Really
so
fresh.
all you're going to be putting in is you're putting in 1 teaspoon,
Okay.
just roughly. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
exact. Yeah.
Okay, that's us.
And you've got the mint sauce. Shabana, that's the mint sauce over there. Okay, and a 1/4 teaspoon of that. So this is your marinade, and what we would do is we'd normally marinate this for overnight. If you can, that's the best. Sort of to get the marination going. You want the chicken to sort of soak it all up and everything, but obviously today we're not going to be doing that.
Yes.
We'll do it for a little bit less, maybe a couple of hours.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then we've got tandoori paste, Shabana, over there. You got a teaspoon of tandoori paste. This has a lot of different spices in it, so it's amazing.
So it's just a teaspoon of this.
Yes, a teaspoon of that.
Okay.
And then we've got garam masala. So garam masala you put in a 1/4 teaspoon.
Okay.
So garam masala is one of those jars there, Shabana. Yeah.
Oh, the
Just
smells
both of
are
them over. That's the other one. That's it.
the smells are
Yep.
fantastic already.
That's your garam masala. Garam masala is a blend of different spices.
Yes, that one.
Amazing.
Right.
So you have things like cumin
much?
seeds, cinnamon stick. You have
Garam masala.
ginger and lots of various types
Right.
of spices. Dry spices.
Uh-huh.
It adds a lot.
So
of
does the
flavour.
dry spices in terms of ginger bring out the spices
Yes.
of the other stuff?
So yes.
The
so
fresh
yeah.
spices.
So
And how much of this?
you're putting
pinch?
in. No, a 1/4 teaspoon.
A 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got a 1/4 teaspoon of chili paste. So I've made that as well, Laura. If you see behind you, that's it there in the jar in the tin. That's
Oh,
it.
the green chili paste.
Yeah, green chili
Okay.
paste. Yeah.
It's a 1/4 of a teaspoon
Yeah.
of this.
So that just depends on how
Uh-huh.
how
How strong
spicy
you want it.
spicy you want it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That looks
And
lovely.
that's made on my own as well. Made that
Yeah.
with fresh chilies, and you can keep that for ages. I love it because even if you've cooked a curry and you feel it's not hot enough, you can add a little bit more.
That's a good idea.
Is that soaked in something?
Because everyone
Oil.
likes oil.
Just oil, yeah, and it preserves a lot longer.
Because some people like it hotter than other
Yes,
people, so
yeah,
you make it. Yeah, that's
and
a
the
really
longer,
good
obviously,
idea.
you leave that in there.
Hi guys, welcome back to our takeover. Yeah, I'm taking over Mr. Madra again. Yep, loving every minute of this. By the way, I think he's cringing in the back there somewhere, thinking, "What are they doing to my show?" Anyway, welcome. I would like to welcome Ketan Nahir, my little brother, who we're going to interrogate a little bit here about some male perspectives of what his views are of, like, you know, on online dating.
Okay. First of all, Ketan, we just want to know, from a man's point of view, what are your thoughts on online dating itself?
Thoughts on, but I can't really be judgmental on online dating. It's pretty normal these days if you're not online dating. But it obviously works for a lot of people. It's another avenue of meeting someone else, right? And Claire's an example.
Yep.
So obviously there's a lot of people it work for, and there's a lot of people it might not work for. But you can say the same about meeting somebody in a bar or a supermarket. You're saying.
Yeah.
Do you know a lot of guys that are on it, that are online dating? Or?
I've got a lot of staff that work for me that are teenagers. Everybody's on it. Seems to be if you're single, that is.
Okay. Would you go on it if you had to? If you had the need to? Have you ever felt, though, I need to use online dating?
Yeah, I would go on it. Well, I'm not in a relationship.
I know
company,
now.
but-
I know.
but
We know
if I
that.
wasn't, then yeah.
You
I
know,
would-
you were the
I'd-
lovely Anna. We know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you
Hi,
think?
Anna.
Do you think guys have use online dating for a different reason for women?
Yeah, I mean, guys are designed differently from women, aren't they? Women are homemakers. Men are.
I think so.
Not
sounded like that, Sanjay,
No, but
now.
Traditionally, yeah.
traditionally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's men. The man is designed to be the hunter in a way, right?
Hunter-gatherer,
I don't want to make
uh-huh.
this sound like seedy, but I mean, guys do. They'll be more kind of sexually orientated to go and not have relationships and sleep about than women do, from my experience. I don't know
But why
you
do guys go online and not do it like the old-fashioned way? Like, guys should have more. Do they not have more confidence going out, whereas girls tend not to? Sort of ask a guy out, whereas guys tend to ask girls out.
I just think society's changed. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
society's
Completely agree.
it's completely
Yeah.
different now. It's not like people's mentality and their attitude towards sexual stuff. If you were doing this 25 years ago, if you were online, right, trying to
Look
get a date, it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
Right,
now, everybody's doing it. It's the norm.
That's it. It's definitely the norm.
It's
now,
the
I
way to meet
think.
someone now, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we've got another question for you, Ketan. So would you date somebody that had children? And if you wouldn't, what's the reason?
Would I personally?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would depend on how much I wanted to be with them,
Okay.
right, and what I was willing to compromise or make more complicated in my life by going out
Do you
with
think
somebody.
it would be a complication having somebody with children in your life? Is it because there's a partner involved, or is it because of the children?
I think it'd be more. I just see it as more complex.
Have you ever been with anyone in your past with children, or has it complicated it, or?
I have had an experience in the past,
Okay,
yeah. So,
yeah.
but
So
I
that's
don't
what
think
you
it's,
know then.
it's not. A,
It's not black and white.
it's not a deal breaker for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you like somebody that much and you want to be with them,
Yeah.
and you're
But
you're
there's
It's
willing
all
to-
about compromise. I
Yeah.
think you have to compromise
Yeah.
the relationship, and that's part of the compromise.
Yeah.
compromise is an interesting word.
It is, yeah. And it depends. Sometimes the compromise is if someone's, someone.
I think
makes
it
more
works both ways. I don't think it's
compromises,
just men,
yeah.
or it's men
Uh-huh.
and women, don't they? Some women
Definitely.
don't want to have children, and they don't want to have that sort of.
Like, I mean, compromise. We're talking
Yeah.
about relationships in terms
Yeah.
of male and female. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You compromise with your dad, your mum, or every relationship, your work
That's very
colleagues.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose you do.
You
yeah.
know why we've got Ketan on, by the way? He's expert, by the way.
I don't know
In
about that.
relationships. Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
compromising in relationships, right, is if you're not one to compromise and you're with somebody and it becomes hard
You have
work,
to
then
compromise.
you're better off being your own. What's the
Exactly.
point?
No, I completely
To be
agree
honest,
with
that's
that.
what I mean, Sanjay. I think I've lasted because we do compromise in
Yeah.
our relationship.
And it's
I'm
a
sure
two-way
that's what you
thing.
do.
It's
Yeah,
not-
absolutely.
I agree 100% because I think a relationship,
Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
It's about teamwork and it's a
No, it's
partnership.
because I give in, Lord Claire. I always give in. He always say he makes out that I'm the boss, but he's not actually. I'm not actually. Sorry. I'm not.
No, but that's another
He is.
that's another subject you could go into, right? That
Yeah.
somebody's always going to be a bit more dominant, slightly more, 5%, 10%, 30%. It's just everyone's relationship's different.
What's the key thing to a relationship? What do you think? What's the key thing? What is it?
I
Mutual
think,
respect, maybe.
yeah,
I think mutual
And love.
respect.
Yeah.
all relationships are about respect. I think
Yeah.
once you lose respect for somebody,
Yes.
it's done.
It's gone.
Gone.
It's hard to get it back.
You
Isn't
can't.
it?
It's not something you go buy.
And I
You
think
have to work
trust
at it.
as well.
Trust is
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
Trust and respect are the two
Yeah,
things.
because I think once if you're in a relationship and then that trust is lost,
gone.
you can never ever you
Nah.
can't ever
Yeah.
get it
We'll
back.
never. Aye, that's it. It's done then.
Yeah.
And I know people try and go back. I know I've got friends that have gone back into relationships that haven't worked before. And somebody said to me once, well, if it didn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
never go
I believe,
back.
I believe
Uh-huh.
that. That's true.
Yeah.
Now I had a quit. Now we're nearly finished our grilling, so
That's it.
No problem for me.
Spanish Inquisition per Keaton.
Yeah.
We actually had to force Kate to come on here. By the way. You know what,
That's why he's in the middle, so you can't
We
get
did.
Do you think there's some guys in this world that are just destined to forever be a bachelor?
Yes.
Aye.
Sorry.
No, I do. I do actually. It's a personal thing. Relationships and meeting people and who you're with is all about timing in your life, right, and where you are. And if you meet the right person at the right time, then yeah. I mean, you met Sanji, and it's 30 years. What? 30 years on?
God, you're 30, 34
Right,
now,
and you're still
my
together,
God.
and you've been
I
through your.
certainly do need a murder, don't I?
And I'm
Four
sure
lovely
you.
boys.
I'm
It's
sure
not
it's.
all
I know, but it's not all
been
been.
hunky-dory.
It's not all been.
It's ups and
Aye,
downs,
it's
but
not.
yeah,
It's not
been
plain
tough,
sailing.
But it's like, but we get,
If both people don't want it as much, right,
yeah.
and the
You've got to
obstacles
fight
around
for it.
that
You've got to really work hard.
you can deal with if you both want it as much.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it depends how much you want each other and what
Yeah.
you're willing to go through to be together,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
how the circumstances affect you. I mean, I could write you a paper on this, but we don't have time. We don't have time for that.
And I think we've taken up enough of your time and grilled you enough, Keaton.
That's
So
not. It's no hassle for me. I can talk
got another
more
We're
about
going,
this.
we've got part 2 of these lovely ladies trying to create a chicken tikka under
Trying to?
Jiggy's instructions. So yeah, we're going to top up our glasses and let you guys enjoy part 2
Another cup
of Laura and Shabana making chicken tikka with Jiggy.
Spicy. It gets it. Oil alone can be spicy too.
Is it particular oil? Olive
I
oil?
just use vegetable oil in it or some any vegetable oil.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we've got a teaspoon of salt. So obviously salt you just put into taste. So you need to just judge it by yourself. Yeah, that's the salt.
Okay. Okay.
And
Ad lib.
so you got a pinch of coriander. That's your coriander over there. So if you pinch, that's fresh coriander seeds.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
blended
lovely.
by myself.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah,
just
just a pinch. Yeah.
and you blended this by yourself as well.
Yeah. Yep.
How did
Just
you do
just
that?
Just a wee grinder.
Oh, you just got right.
Yeah,
It's just they come in.
yeah.
And you grind that. Okay.
Yeah, and then you've got some lemon juice. Should I add some lemon juice there? 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
The smells are fantastic already. Okay. Teaspoons.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. The oil there. That's sunflower oil, just the same thing. We've got 2 tablespoons of oil in it.
Tablespoons or
Yeah,
teaspoons?
tablespoon.
Tablespoons.
Because you need
okay.
that to marinate. You need it to
Uh-huh.
help it marinate. It won't marinate otherwise.
Okay.
without it.
Tablespoons?
I'll just use this.
Yeah, just use that. That's fine. And the last thing we're going to be putting in is turmeric, which gives it that lovely colour.
turmeric.
Which is this?
Turmeric there, yeah. And
Ah.
half a teaspoon of that.
Half a teaspoon.
Yeah.
I assume this is very, very good for you.
It is.
There's all sorts of health
Yeah,
benefits, etc.
amazing, yeah. It
Yeah.
helps, like, in the olden days, what they used to do is use it in, like, flour. If somebody burned them, the ladies used to make chapatis and stuff like that, and what they would do is mix it in the chapati flour and put it on the burn,
Ah.
and it would help, yep.
Well, it's very, very popular. There's health
Here it
drinks,
is, now it
etc.
is, isn't it?
And Pret a Manger are now doing a golden turmeric drink,
Really?
which is really lovely
Wow.
with coconut milk. Really, really nice. And they've obviously taken that from the Indian, spices and cooking and things.
Yeah,
Do you want to have a closer look at what the mixture looks like now?
there you go.
So that's beginning to
Yeah,
look like
so now
the.
we're going to do, all we're going to do
marinade.
with that now is put the chicken in it and leave it to marinate,
Okay.
okay?
Are you doing the
Okay,
change?
we've got Shabana here on the peppers. Yep, Shabana, is that how you slice a pepper?
That's how I slice a pepper.
And we've got Laura.
Lucky's just a pepper.
Yeah. This is our prep for the chicken
Yes.
tikka masala. We've already-
Is this
Yeah.
small enough?
Yeah, that's small enough. Perfect.
That's great.
So this is our prep for the chicken tikka masala. We've already done the marinade,
The marinade,
for the chicken tikka. And we've got Mr. Madhu in the house. Yep. He should be videoing this, but he's refused not to. 'Cause
I'm
he's
off for a
going
game
to
of badminton.
badminton, which is more important. Yep. Okay.
Look
I'll
how straight
remember that.
Shabana's chopped the green peppers, isn't it incredible?
Perfect. Yep. Okay, Laura, what are we doing?
Okay, we're now putting the chicken on the tray
Yeah.
to bake in the oven, and it smells fantastic. It's been in the fridge. It's supposed to be in for 4 hours, but we've just put it in for about
An hour.
5-10
4
minutes, an hour.
An hour.
So Shabana cut up the chicken, so we're just putting it on the tray, separating it, and then putting more of the marinade on
That's
top
it.
once we've done that. So we just put it
So
on
obviously,
the
the
tray
longer
now,
we leave it, the more flavour the chicken's going to get.
with all the lovely spices and flavours.
And remember, we don't actually have a tandoor, so we're doing it in the oven. And do you know, it's amazing when, see, we have a barbecue and you do something like this, it's fantastic for that, because you've got the sort of the griddle, whatever
Right.
outside and stuff. It's amazing. Get the smoky flavour in it. So that's what you want.
Yeah.
So we'll show
So
you this.
next time it's a nice day,
Yep, that's what
we'll
we're
come
doing.
round for a barbecue.
Yeah, I'll be coming to yours though. I'll go to Shabana's.
I don't have an outside space, but you obviously we could go up to the roof.
That's it, that'll do. Perfect. Okay, that's
I'll get a
it.
set of
So
ladder.
we're going to show you this once it's cooked. We'll come back to you with it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay everyone, I've got Laura who's started off with the chicken tikka masala. So she's put in the oil.
Who knew these girls were such domestic goddesses? Well done, Weaver. Well done.
Do you know, Claire, you'll need to come and try the Shoka Cook School. It's reopening
I
soon,
know.
so you need to come and try
I'm
it.
in dire need.
I know, you told me. I heard what was it you had the other day?
Microwaved rice,
Chorizo
chorizo and sweet corn.
Oh, that's
Store cupboard favourites. Our next topic that we're going to discuss is domestic abuse. Obviously, it's not a very nice topic, but it's something that affects 1 in 4 women in the UK and 1 in 6 men in the UK. And there was recently quite a high-profile story in the media surrounding it, Jiggy.
Yeah, there was. There was Alex Gill, he was 22. He is 22. He was in a relationship, long-term relationship. He was with the girl since he was 16. But he was actually affected by, it was actually mental abuse for the first 3 years. And then went on to physical abuse within the sort of last 9 months of it. And basically what happened was, the only way he got they found out about it was because a neighbour reported the incident, and the police got called out. So the police got called out, and then the policeman had taken the boy and Alex into the police car and noticed that he'd had all these kind of injuries and stuff. But the boy wouldn't speak, and then he had to take his sort of the radio off. And that's how he opened up and said, look, you know, this is what's happened to me and whatever. So it does affect a lot of men as well as women. Mm-hmm. I suppose it's more women than men, you know. But I mean, why is it men and women stay in a relationship like that? Is it because they're too scared to leave, or?
I think it's something that's so awful you just can't even really imagine. But I think there's lots of different factors where I suppose if that's something that's happening over a number of years, then that person's completely
Is it just too hard to leave? Is it hard to change?
I think once children come into the mix as well, it's very hard to leave,
He was
especially
22,
for women.
Laura. He was 22.
Well, yes, and that's quite an unusual case. And I see that it's like, okay, 30 men per year are murdered, but 2 women every week are murdered.
Exactly,
and I think that he got a sentence of 7 years. Now, going back even 10 years, would a man in that position have got that?
It's quite embarrassing,
not.
isn't it, for them to open up and say that, you know, my girlfriend or my wife is abusing me? Because it was on Coronation Street, remember? Tyrone.
Yes.
And he went through it and he didn't open up or whatever, and then eventually he did. And you know,
and it's more socially
more
acceptable now for men to say that they're opening up about these sort of things as well, and male rape as well. That's more socially acceptable, you know, to open up about. But I think it's also not just physical abuse; it's mental abuse too, which I think starts bit by bit, and then then someone loses their confidence.
Yes.
You know, and then the person sort of takes control of their life. and that's how that.
But I think it's also
continues.
the fear because they feel like they can't, you know, they put this, you know, when they're going through this mental abuse, they're telling them that, you know, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to do this to you.
So
and
they're
that's
scared,
They're
they're
scared that they
frightened.
can't really
Yes.
walk out. And then they're worried about what they're going to do to their children and, you know, they can't leave.
Yes.
You know.
And I think as well, they can often find themselves in situations where they then become isolated from their
Yes.
friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I think
that's a
that's what-
control thing. I think that's what
Yeah.
they're trying to do.
Yeah,
is
well,
to
that-
control them so much that they're completely isolated.
Well, that's what happened to this boy Alex because she told him, this is one of the stories that she told him that, you know, just to get at him, she told him that his grandfather had died and she spent the whole day, he spent the whole day kind of grieving, thinking he couldn't
awful.
she cut him off from all his family and whatever, and then he couldn't, you know, and then at the end of it, she ended up telling him. She poured like hot water over him while he was sleeping.
Awful.
He slept on the floor. There was a lot of things that happened to him. So it must happen to a lot of people out there that, you know, they don't open up. And I think they need somewhere to open up. And you know, they do go to people, as I'm sure.
I think now, because the statistics show that it's something that it is on the rise, but I also think that could possibly be because more people are coming out to actually speak about it now, rather than them not.
It's not it's not made as it's embarrassing as it sounds.
it's not as taboo.
Yeah, it's taboo.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
it. Taboo. Yeah.
Definitely.
So we're going to go to another break now, and we're going to see how the girls are getting on with cooking their chicken tikka. So if we've got part 3 of Laura and Shabana cooking chicken tikka.
And what else? The cumin seeds.
The cumin seeds
Yeah.
and Shabana put in the onions.
The onions, yeah.
And we're just waiting it to brown off now. We should take about how long?
At least about 10 minutes.
10
10
minutes.
You've got to do it slowly. You can't
Okay.
burn them.
Oh, we turn the
Yeah, you've got to turn
heat
it down
down.
a little bit. Yeah. So you want it hot when you're putting in the cumin seeds and the onions. And then once it starts sizzling, and then you turn it down a little bit, just to sort of you're sauteing them a little bit, just caramelising them. So once that's done, then we can make our turka, yeah?
Okay.
Laura's just finely chopped the onions and she's been heating it in the frying pan for the last 5 minutes along with cumin seeds. The onions are
Enough brown, aren't they?
browned off.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice
Golden
and
brown.
brown,
Maybe
golden brown.
what we should do is take this off just now while you're cooking it.
Okay.
Okay, we're just going to be we've added in the peppers just now. And we're going to be adding in all the spices and ginger garlic paste and everything, yeah? Okay.
So it's beginning to smell really delicious, and I can smell from the oven that the chicken pieces as well. We've just added all the lovely colours of the peppers, the red, green, yellow, along with the onions.
We've got Shabana's already burnt her fingers.
Shabana's got a chapati in her fingers.
Yep, the dough actually.
The dough.
So if anyone knows any personal injury lawyers.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so we've got Laura now, she's doing the
Ginger.
turka for the curry, the chicken tikka masala. Shabana, could you want to tell Laura what she's got to put in next?
Okay, next we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste,
Okay.
a pinch of salt,
Okay.
1 level teaspoon of the green chilli paste,
Okay.
This you can add in more of if you want to, it just depends how spicy you want it, yeah?
half a tablespoon of turmeric.
Yep.
Is that half a tablespoon? Seems a lot.
Have a teaspoon. A teaspoon, Shabana.
Okay,
Okay.
that's why I keep messing it up.
This is why you've come to the cook school, isn't it, Shabana?
And a quarter to a half chopped tomato, fresh,
Okay. Which Shabana did earlier on without cutting herself.
Yep.
before I burnt my fingers.
3rd-degree burns in her
So
finger.
basically you're going to just cook this off
Yes.
until everything sort of cooks together and sort of you're cooking the spices off. You have to cook the spices off, otherwise you'll get a rawness in your spices, the chilies and whatever. You don't want that in your mouth.
Oh, that's good to know, because usually I would just throw everything in together. So no, that's
You wait-
great.
the sign for me is that what you do is you wait for the tomatoes to sort of mush up basically.
Okay.
And to dissolve.
And the peppers.
No, the peppers you just want soft because they've got to stay a little bit softer in your chicken tikka masala.
Do we have tomato
Okay.
puree? I've not seen
Yes,
any
the
actually.
tomato puree is in the fridge.
1/2 a teaspoon.
Yeah, just half a teaspoon. On there, Shabana. On the side at the top.
Thank you.
So
that's
So
half
just-
a teaspoon.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it. That's enough. Perfect. Well, you're good at this. I don't think you need to be in the cook school. Half a teaspoon of tandoori paste.
Tandoori paste. Where's that?
We're not putting that in yet. Not putting that in yet. We're putting that in after. Once you cook this off, you're going to add that in when we add the chicken in. Okay. Yeah.
So what else is there?
Water and yogurt after this. Yeah.
After this.
After this. So we're going to cook this off for a
so
few
we
more
cook this
minutes.
down
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. To the final part of our chicken tikka masala. This is our chicken tikka. Obviously, it's not as good as a tandoor, but it's just as good as.
It looks delicious.
It looks good, doesn't it? It's amazing. Yeah, it's
And
not
the
charcoal
sauce
and
looks
stuff.
lovely.
but
So we're putting half a
teaspoon of tandoori paste.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our video.
I actually want to eat that right now. It's delightful.
It was amazing, it was
It
delicious. Our next topic is women having babies later in life. Now, I had my gorgeous Adam, I know he's listening, he's probably cringing. Sorry Adam.
Hi, Adam.
When I was 29. So I don't want to give my age away. Adam's 3. What we want to know now is, why are women having children later in life?
I think now society's changed, where I think it used to be the kind of norm was you got married when you were pretty young, and then you had children, and if you were a woman you didn't work, your husband looked after you. And I think now women are a bit more independent, they're a bit more financially secure, maybe more career focused, and I mean really now we don't,
There's so many different options. There's
to have a
IVF,
baby.
surrogacy.
Yeah,
And women, as you said, are very independent now, so they can make their own choices. And if they don't meet someone they like, they want to get married to, they can freeze their eggs, they can do it later in life, etc. Which I think is brilliant now. Women have got so many different options.
Well, I had Darren and Chris quite late. I had them at 42. So 41, 42. So that was quite late on. And but I had
two families.
So I had my older children a lot younger, and then I had them later, just because it just didn't happen. And myself and Sandy wanted more children, so we ended up, that's what we did. But I think it's just a choice more than anything. But I think some women decide they don't want to have children, men and women actually, they don't really want children. But then later on maybe they decide that they do want them, and then they've left it that little bit later, and they think, they met somebody that they really want to be with, and they decide they want to have the children at that point, don't they? So
I think it's amazing now that women aren't so, I suppose, dependent on men to be able to.
Yes, I think that's
to be able to have a child.
they've got a career and stuff like that. They're quite independent.
Yeah, they can go and do it
that's
on
a
their own.
fantastic thing, and I think it's a huge step forward for women, you know, and I think that's why everything's changed in social media and every way.
Well,
you know, women have got choices to make.
Exactly.
They can pick and choose, and as we said before, you know, women are now more confident in every way that they can go up and speak to guys, you know, and ask them out. And something I would never have done and still wouldn't do, but I think it's fantastic now. There's so much.
Now the average age of that women are having their first child is over 30, and back in 1971 it was 20.
No 16.
Wow.
Is it no 16-year-olds anymore?
It's a huge change.
No, and statistics show more women in over 40 are having babies than
Well,
girls
the
under
celebrities,
20.
they're having a lot of children later as well, aren't they? And then you mentioned that Ruth
Ruth Davidson, conservative leader,
Yeah.
she's, I think it was
I think that's
IVF.
amazing. I mean, who would have seen that in the news 10, 20
years ago?
10 years ago, that the same sex
The
partners
social
are having
structure
children.
has changed
I
so
think it's
much
amazing.
in
You wouldn't put it
society.
out an eyelid now.
No.
10 years ago you would at that news.
It's wonderful, it really is. Everyone's included now, there's no exclusion, and people can now, and the young swimmer as well that got married last year, he's having like a baby with his partner, surrogacy.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's so nice, it really is.
And the beautiful Rachel Weisz,
She's stunning, isn't
she's
she?
gorgeous, and she's 48.
She's 48.
And she looks
amazing.
She looks
and she's pregnant. She's pregnant just now to Daniel Craig. So
That's lovely, isn't it?
Janet Jackson.
She had her first.
What age was she when she
50.
was
50.
Yeah.
So what is the age limit, do you think, for a woman or man to have a child?
In
good
What would you
health.
say? In good.
I don't think men have an age limit.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
but what should be? You know, like obviously they're not going
Wow.
to live for it. Like Rod Stewart obviously had loads of kids later
He's
on, didn't he?
72 or
Well, there you
something,
go,
and he had-
exactly.
I think you need
he's
to
doing
take.
good.
I think you do need to take into account what age you are going to be when the children are going to be at school and things, and you need to
Yes.
maybe put provisions in place to make sure that they're looked after should anything happen to you. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, as long as that wee baby's been brought into like something, a relationship or a mum or a dad where there's lots of love, then it doesn't really matter.
And I think people are living longer as well. So if you choose to have a child later in life, you know, and people are living longer, I think it is all beginning to
I think
work.
it's a lot harder when you're older because I've had the experience.
You've got
of
less
both.
energy.
Yeah.
Did you find it much harder with your second boy?
Well, they were twins, obviously. Aaron and Krish watching.
The beautiful boys.
Hi, boys.
Very
No.
much. I've got to mention Anish and Natesh as well. They might get a little bit jealous.
Yeah.
I didn't mention them. But yeah, so I would say it's a lot harder. But it's a little bit different because when you're younger, you've got all the other responsibilities of trying to, like, you know, you've got to get a good job. And yourself, you've got to be quite, you know, we were still sort of starting out, myself and Sanjay. So it was quite...
Building a home together as well.
Yeah, but we didn't have to do that this time with the twins. But it's the tiredness.
I mean, your boys
It's having
have
them
all the energy.
They have all the energy. Yeah. You know where they get that. It's not me, Sanjay. You know, I've got 4 boys or 5 boys at home, and it can be tough sometimes.
Dog and a snake.
Yeah. Well, Laura and Joanna have been in the house, and you know what it's like.
Yeah. But it's
And then
brilliant. It's so nice. It really is because the boys are fantastic. They're such nice boys.
Well, we did that lesson. We
Yes.
everyone
Everyone did that.
I
It was
not the
just
kids,
crazy.
the neighbours.
You've done yeah. There was about 7 kids in the house when we were doing that lesson, but it was so nice because it's lovely to have a full house, lots of children. And
Jackie
things.
is Mother Earth.
Yes.
I do need them. I'm telling
Us
you.
and our boys.
Well, a lot of the celebrities we spoke about, they do look a lot younger than they actually are.
Yeah.
Do you think it's down to good genes, or do you think they've had a little bit of help maybe from a plastic surgeon or a facial aesthetics?
I think it's a bit of both,
practitioner?
isn't it?
Yes.
I think nowadays a lot of people are quite
Good
healthy,
genes
actually.
sometimes.
You know, I think they also. I think it's a bit of both. I think they do a lot more exercise nowadays as well, don't they?
They eat well.
They eat
well.
I mean, look at you, Jiggy. I mean, you're like Benjamin Button.
Yes.
I'll tell you something, it's nothing to do with having a really good husband, by the way. It's not nothing to do with that. I think it's more about the genes, actually.
I think it's more about your friends.
Having nice friends.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, you really are. I mean, you look
I've got a few
fantastic.
wrinkles here and there. You know.
Tiny wee ones. Though.
Sanjay says just watch when the makeup comes off, you know.
So, do you? What's your thoughts on kind of plastic surgery or facial aesthetics? Is it something that you would ever consider doing?
Myself, no. Sanjay says if I ever do any surgery to my face or anything, he will divorce me.
No, you wouldn't.
He said that. That's his words. But no, would I do it personally? No, I wouldn't. I don't like.
I think it's a very
I
personal
don't disagree
thing.
with it. It's
Yeah.
very personal. And for myself, I wouldn't do it. But
mean,
I don't say it's right or wrong. It's nothing like that.
I've had a little bit of Botox and I've had a little bit of filler, but I've always been careful where I wouldn't want to look overly frozen or.
It's
have
got
a
to look
big
quite
pillow
natural,
face.
hasn't it? I think when people go out there and they get these fillers in their lips and they don't look right.
Oh, it looks
and
terrible.
they've got these bubbles
Young
in their
girls
lips.
that do
And they're
Young
really,
girls
really-
don't need to do it.
No.
Well, personally,
no.
that's what I think.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's got to be a certain age you've got to start.
I
at,
think as
isn't
well
there?
a lot of the kind of aesthetic practitioners out there, they need to take a bit of responsibility for that.
Yes.
Because I think there's a lot of
But not just females, males as well.
Yeah,
Like Michael
absolutely.
Jackson, I mean, that went so badly wrong in so
Yeah.
many different levels. And all sorts of other, like, males,
Yes.
like Sylvester Stallone, I think he's had rather.
Oh, I think he has.
You know, and John Travolta, all these male celebrities as well
I think
now.
they just don't know where.
They don't know when to stop, and
That's
they
the
say
thing.
it's addictive. Like Pete Burns, the guy that passed away a couple of years ago. I mean, his face was horrendous. It was horrific. His lips, which burst.
Yeah,
I think
But I
his
mean,
lips burst.
I mean, what surgeon in their right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
so
They should be
that's
struck
so
off.
wrong. That's so wrong. That
Do surgeons go with what they'll make in pounds, or what is it in
I
their
mean,
price?
that's
go abroad,
I
don't
think they
they?
shouldn't. They should go by. I mean, they should have their. what's ethically right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And and they should, and obviously he's had mental issues where that's been an addiction for him, and for me, I don't think the surgeon should have kept.
No, he should be struck off for that.
I think a lot of girls, young girls especially, I think look up to people like the celebrities like Kylie Jenner or whatever, and, you know, and I think and that's obviously where that lip thing came in, that you know, girls watch that program.
But I think it's so sad because these kind of girls who are in their, these kind of teenagers that are growing up, and they're growing up and they're kind of living in this world where
it's a bubble, isn't it?
It is a bubble, and the reality is so skewed because what they're seeing on Instagram is not. It's not reality.
It's not. It's all photoshopped, etc. So it's all.
I think they should stop that in magazines and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I think they shouldn't be allowed to do that. Photoshop.
So, I mean, now, like, I think about like myself when I went to school when I was like 13, just pretty geeky, pretty lanky and gangly, and then when you see some of the girls that are going, they have how do they know how to contour at 13? That blows my mind.
No, I don't either.
It blows my mind.
Obviously.
And they look, and it's like these girls, and like they're 13, 14, 15, and they're like beautiful young girls, but they're caked in makeup and they look so much older.
But they know what to do. They watch YouTube videos. I was to go. If I had a special night out, I would go to my niece Seher. Hi Seher. She does the most amazing makeup and it's perfect. And
what age is she?
She's just turned 16 at Christmas.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
I have had the best makeup done by her from anyone, and honestly, I would pay her twice what I've paid previous people that I've done in the past, because the girl knows what's in. She knows what suits my face. She knows the lights. She knows more than I do. The girl, and I'm thinking it's her generation.
But a lot of people think she's a lot older than what she is as well.
That's what worries me.
And that's scary.
It's very scary.
Frightening.
I'm just lucky I don't have a daughter. So
we've all got boys. We've all got boys.
You know, these are some of the pictures that I got from.
Yeah.
I shall show you.
I don't know if we'll see them. Okay.
I don't know if they can
Will we see them. Okay.
See these? Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge change. She's had her nose done, her lips done, her chin done.
I don't know how much you can
she's
see
had
that from there.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. This is another picture. That's
and then
isn't it? Yeah. I've got another one.
Oh my goodness, she looks like a different person.
The Kardashians. This is
Oops, sorry.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim
Do I show you
Kardashian.
my personal pictures?
Hide your Tinder app.
There you go. Can you see that? Yeah.
But she said that she never
I know.
she never fessed up to having anything done.
And it's so obvious she has, obviously.
There's another one.
I mean, a lot of them that have had things done do look better. I mean, I think Kendall did get her lips done, her nose done. She does look better.
Yeah.
But whether that's ethically...
But then young girls are following that then.
Yeah,
That's
which is maybe
that's the
wrong.
problem. You know, I think they're sending the wrong message.
And there's so many different ideas of beauty.
Exactly.
And it's in the eye of the beholder.
I know, but I think it's so sad now that the idea of beauty is this absolute airbrushed perfection, but it's not
it's
not realistic.
It's not realistic, no.
Yeah.
And it's such pressure, I think, on these young girls, you know, to look a certain way and have that big bottom and everything.
We didn't have that growing up.
No, we
didn't
didn't have that.
growing up,
No,
to be honest.
and we had the magazines and stuff, but we didn't have. It wasn't in your face 24/7 social media.
Exactly.
But our
Things
perfect
posted.
body is what we actually were maybe a few years ago, but we didn't appreciate it at the time.
Oh,
Exactly.
See now when I look back and I see pictures of like my 16-year-old self, where I remember being 16 and be like, I'm so fat, and I'm like, I wish I could be that fat again.
I know.
I was so skinny when I was younger. I always wanted to put weight on. Now I'm trying to lose it.
If you ladies were to have like couldn't live without beauty item, what would it be for you, Shabana?
Mine would be my MAC concealer, because it hides everything. I can get away, not well, in my opinion. As long as I've got a bit of concealer to hide my bags and my wee bag spots, that's fine. I could just get away with it. If I had one thing to take away, that's what I would take.
What's yours, Claire?
Again, concealer. I have such paranoia about my under eye bags, and I think just a little bit of concealer just to kind of brighten and hide. Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
My concealer. What about you, Laura?
Well, I would probably go for lipstick just because you can have your eyelashes dyed now and stuff. So I would probably go for lipstick.
Okay.
What about you, Jiggy?
Jiggy?
Mine's is a simple one. It's just E45. That's it. It's all I use for.
She doesn't need anything
That's all I
else.
use
Exactly.
because
I know you're so annoying.
I know.
because I've got really dry skin and I so need it. So
I need everything.
That's it. I can do without anything else. Yeah.
The full Bhoona.
I remember Shabana came to my house one time and she asked me for wipes. Facial wipes.
That's
She's
all
like,
I want.
I'm like, I hadn't forgotten, I've ran out. She's like, oh, for sure.
As long as I wear my wipes at night, I don't care.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Now we're going to go to our final part of Shabana and Laura making chicken tikka. So let's go and see if they manage to complete the task without burning down Jiggy's kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to add the chicken. Shabana,
Okay, Shabana.
you want to put the chicken in? Is the towel there? Okay, want to put the chicken in?
I'd probably better doing that. Sorry, is that?
That's it.
Okay.
I took the video there, I don't know what I did there. But, yep, go for it. Put the chicken in. Just sort of mix it all in again. That's it, just mix it all in. Coat it with all your masala. Should.
Oh, that's smelling absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Really
This is your
delicious.
Chicken tikka. So mix it, you need to mix all of it in, Shabana. See from the bottom. Hold your pot with your towel and just mix it all in. That's it. A couple more minutes. Laura, do you want to put the yogurt in?
Yeah.
So a couple more minutes and then we'll put it in. That's it. Just a couple of tablespoons actually.
And what does the yogurt do?
It just gives it a bit more of a sauce as well. Yeah. And that's it. And just mix it all in. Chicken tikka masala is normally a drier sauce. I would say it's a thick sauce. So I would normally have like, some people would have rice with it, but I would have like naan bread or chapati with it or whatever. So
I love naan bread with chicken tikka masala. I don't like the rice. I think the naan's so much nicer.
yeah.
The rice is too dry.
Yeah.
So
I
you want to
think
put that up a little bit, Shabana, so we can get it heated up, and that's when we're done. Just heat it up a bit more, just let it cook off. Just cooking the yogurt a tiny bit, and that's us done. Sure, chicken tikka masala, people.
Looks fantastic. Thank you so much, Jiggy, for showing us how to do that. That's at least one dish I can do.
This is the final version of the chicken tikka masala made by Laura and Shabana. Well done, girls.
You're a fantastic teacher, instructor, and we hope to do it again quite soon with a different dish. I think we're going to make the vegetable kora now.
Yep, Shabana, so the next dinner night's at yours? With
Definitely great learning experience, and just make sure you've got the oven gloves ready this time.
Exactly.
And so, yeah. So listen.
Wait a minute, Santi, not yet.
What's that?
Welcome back, everybody. I'd like to now hand you back over to Mr. Maju. He's having
Smash show.
Anthony Fancy Hall.
Smash show.
We're getting kicked back off.
The takeover girls, ladies and gentlemen. Shabana Ahmed. A lovely lad, Jiggy Magic. Laura Steen. And the Click-Ons. We'll be back for the next show, which is going to be in a couple of weeks' time. We want to thank everyone, the boys at Graphics Media. Please share it with all your pals. Send us what you have to on WhatsApp. Good night. God bless.